Well, what's happening, everyone? Welcome back for another episode of the Chamber Podcast. Joining me in studio today is Daniela Markovski. She is the operations manager at Gentle Dentistry of South Lyon. Welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Great.
So, Daniela, this is podcast number 1 for you.
Yes, it is.
How you feeling on the nervousness level?
I'm a little nervous, but I got to tell you, I really like it here.
Good.
I may come back.
Well, I hope so. I hope so. Well, I'm excited for today's show, largely because I know we were just talking in the pre-show for a moment, but there's a lot of people that have just misconceptions about dentists. And I think it's one of the more fear-provoking appointments that people set. And one of the things we were talking about was the name of the practice,
right.
Gentle Dentistry. And how do people... I know you've been in the industry for some time. How have people responded differently to dentistry calls, especially with like children over the last 5 to 10 years?
Well, I definitely think our name says it all. Gentle Family Dentistry of South Lyon. It's a different experience. You know, we want our patients to leave, and we want them to leave happy. We want them to be able to refer friends, family. We want it to be a long life commitment. Dentists. When you go to the dentist, it's twice a year. When you go get a physical, it's once a year. So if that appointment doesn't go okay, you have a whole year to forget about it.
Sure.
Now, dental, if you're coming in every 6 months, it's twice a year. And we want to start that relationship really young, establish it so there's trust in both parties.
What made you get into the dentistry industry?
I have always wanted to be in dentistry. I cannot think of anything else I wanted to do.
What brought that about, do you think?
I don't know. I think maybe my grandfather, he was a dentist in Europe, and I didn't know what else to do. That's all I wanted to do. I remember being in high school thinking that's all I want to do. And I've always wanted to be a hygienist. I don't know. When I tell people that, they're like, why would you want to be a hygienist? And I would say, well, what else is there to do?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? That's weird. I know. I get it.
I don't think it's weird. I think it's rare is what I would say. It's rare in that hardly do people find what they want to do so early, and they continue doing it throughout the duration of their professional career.
Right.
And not just that, but if memory serves, you told me that it's been multiple positions just within the same industry. What did you start off doing when you were
So
younger?
I started off as a dental assistant, and that was in high school in co-op. And I did that for years. And then I did dental hygiene, finished dental hygiene, did hygiene for years. And then Dr. Yest, formerly known as Dr. Gates, asked me to join her practice over a year and a half ago. And I did. And I am so happy.
I love it. And we want to be clear, Dr. Yes got married. She didn't have to change her identity for this.
She did not. She did get married. She does go by Dr. Gates, but she's married, and they like to go by Dr. Yes.
So what does a day in the life look like for the operations manager of a dental clinic?
It's very busy. I have to be very organized. I want to make everybody's job happy. I want to make everybody happy. I want to solve problems. It's my dream job.
I know that even just looking, like I have family of 4, my wife, and then I have 2 kids. And when we have dental appointments, we have to move around schedules. I can't imagine what that looks like from an operations perspective. If someone has to call and cancel, then there's a wait list. And
there is a wait list.
How does one manage all of that and keep all of that straight, especially with a practice like your guys' where it's growing and thriving and people are wanting to be a part of it and leave other practices to come to you?
Right. I think the one thing that makes a huge difference with our office is there's 16 of us, and a handful of us drive over an hour to be there to work with Doctor. And I think that speaks volumes. We have a great team. There's great communication amongst us. We know our roles, we know our duties, and we're good at it. You know, if you get on a cancellation list, you're going to get a call. If there's an opening, you're going to get a call. I just think that we work very good together, and we want our patients to feel that when they're there.
I love that. I think one thing that can point to that success that you all have had as a practice is we have this Hour magazine sitting on the table here, and it's top docs, and then there's some articles on women's health and whatnot through here. But Dr. Yes was featured in the magazine. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
Twice. So she
featured twice.
is featured twice,
Oh,
correct.
snap.
July's issue and October's issues. So it's peer-to-peer voting, and the doctors in the South Lyon area voted for her, and she won. She's the only female in South Lyon that has won that. So we're super proud of it.
What do you attribute that to?
Her, she's gentle, she's kind, she's a good human being, she cares, she's good to the team. You can just feel that. I mean, it was very easy for her peers to nominate and vote for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it was an easy choice.
It was a wonderful choice, and I'm very happy for her.
That's excellent. That's quite the accomplishment. Tell me general practices that you guys do there. So if someone is, I'm sure it's general dentistry, but just kind of give me a rundown of the common things that people go there for.
So Dr. Yest has owned the practice for 6 years. Like I said, we want our patients to have the Disney experience, the Chick-fil-A experience. We want them to feel it. We have, including Dr. Yest, we have 2 general associates. They're both female. I don't know how that happened. It just happened. Right now, we are an all-female office. And they're general dentists. And last year in December, we brought on an endodontist specialist. And an endodontist is somebody that treats the tooth when it's dying and you need a root canal. And she's started off being there with us a half day on Monday, and now she's there Monday and Tuesday. And she's doing very well.
Okay.
And we like having her there because it's convenient for the patients. It is not as costly as seeing an endodontist at a specialist office. So one, it's in-house, it's convenient, and it's right there, and patients have liked it.
How much more room do you guys have to grow in that current facility?
We have all the room in the world. We have big visions. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, we are getting kind of tight at the seams. But yeah, we have visions.
Set up a chair outside and get a space heater. And
why not?
All right. So if someone wants to get a hold of the practice, website, phone, what's the best way for them to do that? And you get to pick because you're the operations manager. So you say, hey, this is the absolute best way to get a hold of us.
Right. You could call the office, 248-486-1730, or you could find us on our website.
And all of that is going to be in the show notes for the listeners. So that way, if they want to call or jump on your website and make an appointment, they can certainly do that.
Perfect.
Well, Danielle, anything else before we wrap up today?
Yes. I want to talk about dental insurance. So I've been in the industry for many, many years. And when I first started dental insurance, the maximums would be anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a year. It hasn't changed in, say, 20 years. Okay. And so what we found were patients were not getting the treatment that was necessary because their dental insurance was dictating their treatment. So what we did, and I think we are pretty much the only office in the area, we designed an in-office dental savings plan. So it has been very successful. The patients like it, and they dictate their own treatment. They're not waiting for insurance to approve it. They're not waiting to find out if it's covered. So it's been great. Like a family of 4, which would be you and your family of 4, it would be $899 a year.
And what does that include?
That includes 2 dental exams, 2 dental cleanings, x-rays, any type of x-rays, fluoride treatment for the kids, and 20% off any additional dental work you need. That's a huge savings. Yeah. So now say if it was just you by yourself, it's $279 a year.
Okay. Now, can this work in conjunction with insurance, or is this for people without insurance?
This is people without insurance.
Well, that's amazing. What made you guys think to put that together?
Like I said, the insurance dictate what they want to cover and what they think is necessary, which it shouldn't be that way. You know, dental insurance pays bare minimum, but yet, you know, we deserve to buy better equipment, and you can't do it if you have insurance dictating what they're going to pay for.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like a great program, and people are enrolling, responding.
Yes, they are.
That's a good thing.
Thanks.
Excellent. Anything else, Daniela?
No, I think that's it.
Well, checking in. How'd we do?
I think we did good.
Is it good?
I think we did good.
Did the anxiety level come down a little bit?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Well, on the next one, you're going to come in, no anxiety. It's going to be a professional. You're going to roll right in. You're going to host the show.
Okay.
Ask me questions.
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yeah. I think it sounds good.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time,
Thank
Daniela.
you. I appreciate you guys. Thanks.
Absolutely. All right, everyone. That's going to wrap up this week's edition of the Chamber Podcast. You can find all of the information about Gentle Dentistry of South Lyon in the show notes, so be sure to check them out. Apart from that, we'll catch you next week. Take care.